Sweet dreams! Rev the engines! Time to relax. Turn that frown upside down.
This should be the place. What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got pulled into one of her bizarre dreams again.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended. Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor. I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try? You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself, but you showing that you care is still appreciated. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
All right, good night.
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Try and stop me!
Mizuki, we're here to book our next therapy appointment.
It hurts.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
Paimon blames the other two.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams soon...
What can we do? Let us help.
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you. That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Don't worry, I'll look after the bathhouse.
Sweet dreams! Turn that frown upside down.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Amura Ichigensai's counseling actually works?
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No! No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukira seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness. But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion. If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were a lot more serious than today. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyches.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Amura Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Ugh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we don't think about it.
Amura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our question.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kind of tired him out.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment. Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't keep troubling you.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop having to worry about Amura Ichigensai, the sooner we get you all to ourselves. So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment they need. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Amura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I arrive. The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Paimon.
All right, sure. We'll keep our distance and send the message.
Very good. Let's get going then.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? What if we can't find him? 'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. They don't know anything. Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably knows way more than she let on. There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine! She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts. You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him now.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura Chuya.
Wait, what? Amura Chuya?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Until he showed up. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
All right. Well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also requested to pay on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've got a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision coming to talk to you.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors? She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Isa bathhouse. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately. I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
Don't tell Mizuki about our conversation, by the way. If she asks, just say that you figured it out all by yourself.
Still need to go through last quarter's financial report.
Sweet dreams! Full throttle! Time to relax.
mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was quick.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free to head out again as soon as I received your message. So, this is where Emura Ichigensai lives.
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance. Seems like it's coming from inside.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger once we're inside. So from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you getting hurt.
We'll be fine. You just focus on what you need to do.
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to leading the charge.
The campaign begins.
All right, amuse me.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emura Ichigensai should be hiding deep inside this place. Stay close to me.
Turn that frown upside down. Sweet dreams.
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Right here. Emerge. Light it up. Turn that frown upside down.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you've brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
Emura Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions, but I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past, and the name along with it.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective, even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in return.
Ugh, what is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition, but I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumekoi Baku have learned an important secret about human emotions. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
You... How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
No wonder! Hyman knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions, but all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach. There they were left to fester. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke. This is no dream. No.
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last of my kind.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise, Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, We may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally. Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hosts. Humans are such fragile creatures. But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop me.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him! Sweet dreams!
What's happening? Hymon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong.
Quick! After him!
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so close! Ugh.
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his consciousness. We'll never catch him.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world? If this is his nightmare, he must be asleep somewhere, right?
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless we manage to defeat him in his true form. He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open, and that's by finding a way to eat this nightmare.
Eat this nightmare? But is that even possible?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare is super intense. Paimon's worried this won't turn out well.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
Turn that frown upside down.
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you want to go hungry tonight?
Ugh, the atmosphere here is so... oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
Try and stop me!
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a real job!
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow, that's so sad.
Nope, not here either.
Look, there's the light! What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer, overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, We have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. All right, what's the next step?
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Misaki!
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
All right, there goes that nightmare. Hopefully this marks the beginning of a sweeter dream.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing! You cannot stop me! I told you you are too late!
Sweet dreams!
What is this place?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the borderland.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a host. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
Misaki, that eye.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down. Do we think a sword will do the job?
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power. Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? Where are we gonna find those?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally. Come on, follow me.